Welcome back to my channel Official History of Coins, and today we're diving into something that proves how small things in life can carry surprisingly powerful stories and hidden potential. First up, take a moment to imagine a simple old coin resting quietly in your hand, something most people would overlook without a second thought. Yet collectors around the world are constantly searching for pieces just like this. Now we are talking about one specific coin, just one coin, the USA 1-cent wheat penny from 1935 with the D mint mark, a single piece of history that has traveled through decades and still holds strong appeal today. This coin was produced by the United States Mint in 1935, during a time when America was still recovering from the Great Depression, and every single cent had real purchasing power in daily life. The design you see on this coin features Abraham Lincoln on the front, a tribute that began in 1909 to honor his legacy, making it the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure. On the reverse side, the wheat ears symbolize prosperity and growth, which is why these coins are often called wheat pennies, and they were produced from 1909 to 1958 before the design changed. The D mint mark on your 1935 penny tells us that it was struck in Denver, which immediately gives it a special identity compared to coins minted in Philadelphia or San Francisco. Back in 1935, millions of these coins were produced, but over time many were lost, damaged, or worn down, which is exactly why well-preserved examples today are becoming more desirable. Collectors are always hunting for coins that combine age, condition, and mint mark, and this 1935 D wheat penny checks all three boxes when it is found in higher grades. What makes this coin truly exciting is that even though it looks simple, its historical background and collector demand continue to push its value upward year after year. In average circulated condition, this coin already carries a respectable value that is far above its original 1-cent face value, making it an interesting find for anyone. But when you step into higher grade territory, where the coin has sharper details, less wear, and stronger original surfaces, the value can climb significantly. In top uncirculated condition, a 1935 D wheat penny can reach impressive prices, sometimes climbing to around $5,000 depending on quality, rarity of condition, and collector demand. And when you add factors like red luster, minimal marks, and strong strike quality, the price ceiling becomes even more exciting for serious collectors. What drives this value is not just the metal or age, but the story behind it, a coin born in a challenging economic era, surviving nearly a century, and still being actively traded today. There is also a strong emotional connection for collectors, as holding this coin feels like holding a real piece of American history, something that once passed through countless hands during a very different time. The market for wheat pennies continues to grow, especially as more people become interested in coin collecting and start searching for older coins with recognizable designs. If you happen to own this exact coin, the 1935 D wheat penny, you are holding a single collectible piece that has both historical importance and real market potential. So instead of ignoring it or treating it like ordinary change, take a closer look, because this one coin could turn out to be a valuable addition to a collection or even a rewarding sale opportunity in the future. Next coin, the USA 1-cent wheat penny Liberty coin 1944 with the D mint mark, is a fascinating single coin that carries both historical weight and growing collector interest. This coin was struck by the United States Mint in Denver, which is why the small D mint mark appears on the coin, giving it a distinct identity among other 1944 pennies. The front of the coin features Abraham Lincoln, a design that had already become iconic by the 1940s, representing unity, leadership, and resilience in American history. On the reverse, The two wheat stalks frame the words 1 cent, symbolizing growth and prosperity, which is why collectors around the world recognize it as part of the famous wheat penny series. The year 1944 places this coin in the middle of World War II, a time when the United States was deeply involved in global conflict, and even coin production reflected the needs of the war. Just 1 year earlier, in 1943, pennies were made from steel to conserve copper for wartime use. But in 1944, the mint returned to copper-based coins using recycled shell casings from military ammunition. That unique origin alone gives the 1944 D Wheat Penny a powerful story, as it was literally created from materials that were once part of wartime equipment. Because of this, each coin carries a symbolic transformation from war to everyday life, which adds emotional and historical value that collectors appreciate deeply. Millions of these coins were produced, but over decades, many have been lost, worn down, or removed from circulation, making higher quality examples far more desirable today. Collectors especially look for coins that still show strong detail in Lincoln's portrait and clear wheat lines on the reverse, as these features significantly increase value. In today's market, even a circulated 1944 D Wheat Penny can sell for a solid price above face value, showing that demand remains active and steady. When the coin is in better condition, with sharper details and less wear, its value rises noticeably and begins to attract more serious buyers. Uncirculated examples, particularly those with original reddish color and minimal marks, can reach impressive levels in the collector market. At the highest levels of preservation, a 1944 D Wheat Penny can achieve prices up to $3,000 or even higher depending on grading and eye appeal. Some exceptional pieces with strong luster and near-perfect surfaces have reached remarkable auction results, showing just how far the value can climb. Looking ahead, the future potential of this coin remains strong as interest in historical, U.S. coins continues to grow worldwide. As more collectors enter the market and search for classic wheat pennies, demand for well-preserved 1944 D coins is expected to increase. This growing demand naturally supports higher price potential, especially for coins that stand out in quality and visual appeal. Owning this coin means holding a single piece of history that connects wartime America with modern-day collecting passion. For anyone who finds or owns a 1944 D Wheat Penny, it represents not just a coin, but an opportunity to benefit from a collectible that continues to gain attention and value over time. Second coin, the USA 1957 1-cent wheat penny Liberty coin with the D mint mark, is a single historic coin that represents the final years of the classic wheat design and carries strong collector attention today. This coin was produced by the United States Mint in Denver in 1957, and the small D under the date confirms its origin from that mint facility. The obverse of the coin features Abraham Lincoln, whose portrait had already become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage history since its introduction in 1909. The reverse shows two wheat stalks, a design that symbolized prosperity and unity, and by 1957, this design was nearing its final years before being replaced in 1959. The 1957 D penny was created during a period of economic growth in the United States, when coins were produced in massive numbers to support a rapidly expanding economy. In fact, more than 1,051,342,000 of these coins were minted in Denver alone, making it one of the highest production years in the entire wheat penny series. Coin value checker +1. Even though the number is large, what makes this coin exciting is how collector demand works, because millions of people around the world actively search for wheat pennies to complete their collections. Every year, new collectors enter the hobby, and experienced collectors continue upgrading their sets, which means there is always a strong pool of buyers looking for coins like the 1957 D. This creates a powerful market dynamic where demand remains alive, especially for coins that are in better condition or have unique characteristics. Right now, in the current market, a typical circulated 1957 D wheat penny already sells above its original face value, often reaching around 15 cents to $1 depending on its condition. Coin No. When the coin is in uncirculated condition, with sharp details and original mint shine, its value increases significantly and becomes more attractive to serious collectors. High-grade examples, especially those with bright red luster, can reach prices from $100 to $1,500 or more in strong collector markets. Coin No. At the very top level, extremely rare high-grade specimens graded at elite levels like MS67+, have been valued around $6,500, showing the true upper potential of this coin. CoinValueChecker.com. There are also special varieties and error coins from 1957 that can push the value even higher, especially when unusual features appear during the minting process. Some rare proof versions and deep cameo examples have reached astonishing prices up to $29,500, showing how far the value of this year can go under the right conditions. CoinValueChecker.com. This is exactly why collectors stay interested, because even a common-looking coin can transform into something extraordinary when condition and rarity align. The reason people want to buy this coin is not just because of its age, but because it represents the closing chapter of the wheat penny era. It also connects collectors to a time when coins were made from 95% copper, giving them a solid and classic feel that modern coins no longer have. Over time, as more of these coins are lost, damaged, or permanently placed into collections, the number of high-quality pieces available in the market continues to shrink. This natural reduction in supply, combined with steady global demand, creates strong upward pressure on value in the long term. Looking into the future, the 1957 D wheat penny holds real potential to grow further in value, especially for coins that are preserved in excellent condition. As grading standards become stricter and collectors compete for the best examples, top-quality coins are expected to achieve even higher prices. Owning this coin means holding a single collectible piece that still has active demand and long-term growth potential. The excitement comes from knowing that what seems like a simple 1-cent coin can reach thousands of dollars when it meets the highest standards. So if you have a 1957 D wheat penny, you are not just holding a coin, you are holding an opportunity that collectors around the world are still searching for today and will continue to chase in the future.